It's Week 7 of the NFL. And we'll see this team's rocket-arm quarterback. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. And it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start, one play, 10 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And the tight end motion here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
That crossing route is so effective. Hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In the backfield, he'll get the carry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took with 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 62 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Well, what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? And
now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in, and it winds up incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone. Now pick up a 5 or 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well timed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. So be caught at about the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second.
Brings up second and 5 at the 6-yard line.
In motion, tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets halfway there. First to the 3 on a gain of 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the ball, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
To me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2 enough to about the 39. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Pretty good location on throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision, and boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it's really on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I call that a punt of 38 officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And now it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to in key situations.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing them or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 3rd down, Hayden. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This is caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now back to throw. They shake, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And his guys have taken the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. Looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard 30-yard scoring run. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Now for the point after. It's up good, and that makes it 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw.
That is caught.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball. know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. Halftime on the horizon. They'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the ball and make sure no one was going to get it.
That's complete right around the 8. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coe.
All right, Coe, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports.
And able to get this out to 5. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down and 9.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find ways to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So up there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a decent return out on the 7-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the dirt here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, their whole second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The third quarter has not been behind them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Up the middle they go. Hilton, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. And be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. The first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. They've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He shook his right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, clean. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tight.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff look, we'll step aside. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. He'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If spins it a touchdown. Fantastic.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out of field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to get the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Coming up, they got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On first down, Hayden. And he's got room. And they're getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hayden. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same pitch, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you plays up. On the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight out of the turf. Incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll run on first down. Hayden. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and so for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, we're very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw an example of it there. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run the counter. Hayden. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle. Puts it through, and that will extend their lead even more. Well, I'm not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's all wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at in film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the try here for the extra point. That'll cut the lead down to 28. Well, the offense wasn't out for a long time, but they were out there for time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading offense. He's kept the stakes to a minimum. He's been on with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. There's a lot of happy faces into the tunnel as this one's understandably so they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And part, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.